That is your purpose, Arthur. The quest for the Holy Grail.
Looking for the Holy Grail in Palos Verdes? Look no further than our very own tower as we visit the Castles of Palos Verdes today on PCZ TV.
PCZ TV.
Unlike other notorious towers, or the Tower of London, this one was not built to house prisoners or repel intruders. However, the walls are 18 inches thick stone masonry, which is impressive until you compare it to the 18 feet or so depth of a true medieval tower.
It is King Arthur, and these are my knights of the Round Table. Whose castle is this?
The PV Tower, or more properly, the Merlot Gatehouse, was built in the 1920s back during the early days of the development of the peninsula. It was intended as the eastern entrance to the planned Palos Verdes project. Designed by G.E. Howard, the tower is a two-story circular building. It served as a guardhouse and later housed a gatekeeper for the planned community. It was built using stone quarried from Palos Verdes. The design inspiration was allegedly similar to structures from France.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
The gatehouse is small in size but was built with a kitchen. You'll note it's wired for gas and electricity. A living room, a bathroom, and a bedroom, as well as a fireplace. At one time or other, it was occupied by the Palos Verdes postmistress, Lillian Throne. Also, Mr. and Mrs. Robert Clausen, Mr. Claude Winesley, and then beginning in 1970, John Dottie. His original rent was $75 a month, and the lease was for 12 months. He ended up staying 48 years. The structure is now owned by the Palos Verdes project and rented out by them for events. It looked like it even had a moat. Well, okay, a water feature at one time. And also has apparently been used as a hangout to drink beer. In 1988, this structure was designated as a historic landmark. And this might surprise you, but this isn't the only gatehouse on the peninsula, or one with historic landmark status.
Yes.
The Harden Estate Gatehouse in Portuguese Bend was built to be the gateway to a larger house that was never built. For nearly 100 years, it has stood guard over a mostly empty parcel of land behind it. Architect Gordon Kaufman based his Italian Renaissance design for the structure on a photo of a building he'd seen in northern Italy. And in 1926, the gatehouse was finished. Apparently, it was comfortable enough because it consisted of a 4-bedroom home, along with a 6-car parking garage and servants' quarters in a separate wing. So it had some pretty famous tenants over the years. In 1939, it was leased by Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Hornblow. Mrs. Hornblow was much better known by her movie star name, Myrna Loy. Another well-known couple also lived in the gatehouse. John Gregory Dunn and his wife Joan, both established magazine writers for Time and Vogue respectively. And it also appeared in the 1963 film It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, the comedy which culminated in the finale involving buried treasure located at the site of a big W. So if castles and gatehouses are your thing, you'll get to sample examples from France to Italy just by a short drive on PV Drive South. If you've been watching this far, I thank you.
Bye.